this is quite often getting disconnected. So what they have done, they have kept one more connection. This is ACT, this is Airtel now. Okay. So now if this goes down, what you will do? You will connect to the other connection. Okay. That is how you will be doing. This we will call it as high availability, HA. Okay. So at every level you will be configuring like that. Okay. Let's say um, this is your power. Assume that this is your power. Okay. Let's say this is your battery power. Okay. So now for this router, for wireless router, you have kept to battery. Okay. So if power goes down also, okay, so you will be getting that power from the battery. Okay. So you configured a high availability for power also. Okay. So only one source you have configured for power. Okay. So I am a big company. Okay. I don't tolerate a downtime. Okay. What I am doing? Okay. Let's say I will get one more power operator. Okay. So this guy is a solar operator near my house. Okay. He will rent his solar panels to me. Okay. I will get one more source. So directly I am powering up the router from source A and source B. Okay. Then for source B I have a backup also. So this is called as high availability for power. Okay. So there should be not a single point of failure. So you write it SPOF, single point of failure. You make a note. Okay, this I have not mentioned anywhere in the guide in your document. You just make a note of it. Okay. SPOF. Okay. Single point of failure. Okay. If one goes down, means my entire infrastructure will go down. Okay. There should be not a single point of failure while you are doing any infra design. Okay. Let's say this is your switch. Okay. So you connected to switch now. Okay. Where is a switch? Okay. One minute, guys. Okay, so this is your switch. Okay, this is L2, so you are not connecting to L3. Okay, so you have connected to switch now. Copy, paste. Switch is connected to your router. Okay, this is layer 2 and this is layer 3. Okay, then at redundancy, what you have configured, so if this goes down, you will connect to this. Okay, this we will call it as multi-path. So you are not taking one path, you are using multi-path. Okay, copy. Let's say on your server, on your laptop, you have connected to two ways here. Okay, you connected to this switch also. Now you tell me what is the single point of failure here. Okay, in this scenario, okay, what is the single point of failure? Anybody? Okay, let's say if this goes down, okay, I will make this as red. Okay, copy, paste. Okay, if this goes down, what will happen? Your connectivity is lost. Okay, this is a single point of failure. Okay, so now you are changing your architecture. Okay, so I don't want to have a single point of failure. If this goes down, I will connect to one more switch here. Okay, let's say this is path A and this will be my path B. Okay, so now this goes down. Okay, still I can go in this way, right? Okay, let's say this is the router. Okay, now you say it, these are the routers. Okay, so let's say you have one more here, connectivity. In big companies you will have one more here. Okay, from here you will be going out, you will not go like this. So in our setup we will go like this. Okay, but in big organization you will be using the connectivity like this. Okay, then you are going outside. See, I am avoiding a single point of failure. Okay, now you got the HA concept, how it will be. You got it or not? Okay. Yes, sir. Now I will open up the interconnectivity. Okay. Now you will see now the diagram. Okay, how you will see it. Okay. So let's say this is your laptop. Okay, you are connecting to one switch here. Okay, so this we will call it as access switch, means whatever devices you directly connect, we will call that as access layer. then you will have something called distribution layer. Okay, so this is also routing. Here you are having a routing here. This is switch, this is layer 2 and this is layer 3. Okay, so one more we will have a layer 3 core switch where the traffic will go outside. So here you have a firewall. See the red you are seeing it, it is firewall. Now you know why there are two connections, two devices. What is the reason now? You tell me now why there are two reasons, two devices in every layer.
Sir, this is for बैकअप, मतलब ये कोई चांस नहीं कि उसका फेलियर हो.
See, failure will happen. Okay, that is why you have kept two devices. What is the reason that you have configured two? Just now I told you one word, that is hint.
For high availability.
Yeah. Specific keyword, I am looking at specific keyword. You are correct. Okay, but I want one keyword there. Just now I told you.
To avoid single point of failure.
You need to avoid a single point of failure. Okay, so if you take any device out of in this diagram, okay, if this fails, let's say if you are having one firewall here, okay, if you take one, it is gone. It will be single point of failure. Okay, so if you remove one switch here, okay, if this fails, the entire traffic will fail. So that is why you will configure in this way. Now understood why you have all two devices? Okay, so business will tell you, okay, why you want two? Why can't you use one? See, you are using only 40% only. I will not allow you to buy one more. Okay, you will give the justification. Okay, if you don't buy it, there will be a single point of failure. If this fails, then your entire infrastructure will go. That is why you will have it. Then they will approve. Okay, that is one. Okay, then you have, okay, so now the same diagram, okay, we will look into a different view. Okay, I will zoom it further. Okay, so now you have servers here. Okay, your server is, see here you have connected only to one access switch. Okay, let's say you connect it to two switches here. Okay, this is in one area. Okay, and this is in one building. This is in building 1, this is in building 2. Okay, so same you are connecting. So this we call it as mesh. So now you know why there are more than two. Because of for redundancy and SPOF, if there are two, you will tell, okay, this is for to avoid single point of failure. If you have more than two, you will be using it for bandwidth. Bandwidth means utilization. Okay, so you don't want to overload two servers. That is why you will have one more. This we call it as mesh. Okay, so the difference from the this one and this one is, what is the difference? Yeah, tell me what is the difference. You are seeing it, right? SPOF we covered it there. Okay, what is the difference now? we have more aggregation switches, okay, or this layer 3 we have kept multiple devices here so that to tolerate the performance, okay. This is for redundancy or high availability or single point of failure. This is to increase your performance, that is why you have kept it here, okay. So let's say we will go ahead with one more diagram, okay. Now it comes to the, you have now, okay, you have two data centers, okay. This is the data center in Mumbai, okay. This is the data center in Hyderabad, okay. You have all the devices connected to access layer, okay. So you are getting IP addresses from layer 2, okay. This is layer 3, aggregation and distribution, okay. You are connecting to layer 3, layer 2 and layer 3 here, okay. Then you are connecting to layer 3 here, core, this is completely layer 3, okay. Then you are connecting to WAN. So let's say this is your ACT or Airtel, okay. So then you are going out, and this is called dark fiber. Dark fiber is, you are directly connecting to Hyderabad office. So let's say this is your Mumbai office, this is your Hyderabad office. Now you are connecting both the offices with the dark fiber, okay. So this will be provided by the vendor like ACT, Tata, Jio. They will give you this link. So now you know how these infrastructure is. Do you understand it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now you understood it, okay. Now I will open one more availability zone, we will call, okay. Till that this get open, I will open one more here, okay. Okay. Now let me put it in this way, okay. So I have a infrastructure like this, okay. So I have 7 racks, okay. So I have availability zone, okay. This is, let's say I will make this as Hyderabad or Mumbai, okay. Copy, okay, paste, okay. This is my Mumbai, okay. And this is Hyderabad. Okay. See, I have 3 compute racks. Let's say this is on the on premises. So we are not in the cloud now. Okay. So how the cloud will work, will show you that concept also now. So I am running one VM in AZ1 rack. Okay. Let's say you call this as availability zone. Okay. Let me maximize this for further. Okay. availability zone 1. Okay, that I will call it as AZ1. Okay, so I am running one VM here. Okay, so I have made this as cluster. Okay, 1. Okay, let me fill up this. Okay, let me fill this something with red I will make. Okay, so I am running one instance here, copy, second instance in rack 2, third instance in rack 3. Okay, so they are all in cluster, means if one goes down I can work with the other one. Okay, that is called as cluster. Okay, so if this server or rack goes down completely, okay, my compute rack, so I will be running from rack 2 and rack 3. So I have redundancy from rack 2 and rack 3 because I have kept it at the local only. Okay, so I will tolerate. So let's say I have one more here. Okay, which is less critical. Okay, so I will put it as purple. Okay, so here if this rack goes down, let's say you have a computer rack, if this goes down the VM will be turned off, my business will be impacted. Got it? Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Same for storage also. So you have kept one storage here, you have a 2 racks here, so you will have a redundancy or SPOF. So if one rack goes down you will have one more. Okay, like that you have configured. So this is at the rack level, this is how it is configured at the data center level. Similarly you will have a network also, just like we have seen this layer 2, layer 3 devices, right? So we have kept it here in the layer in network rack. So you can tell, okay, why you want to segregate all the racks, why can't you build it in one rack? So that also you can do it. Okay, but if you are having the large infrastructure, then you will segregate it as a compute rack. Here only compute will be running, means your CPU memory. Okay, so here you will be running only the storage here, then here you will be running the only network, then you will connect it at the back end. Okay, so now this is my setup in Mumbai. Okay, what if Mumbai goes down? Okay, so now what I will plan? Okay, then I will plan it. Okay, I will put this one VM. Okay, I will cut this, I will put this VM in Hyderabad. Okay, in my AZ2 rack. Okay, so I will be connecting like this. Let me put one line here. Okay, so whenever I try to access my public IP or virtual IP, I will be accessing like this. If any one server is available, I can do my business, or else my business will go down. Okay, so what this guy has done, okay, let's say I will put one more copy here. Okay, copy, okay, paste. Okay, let me make this as blue. Okay, so here I have one copy. Okay, I have one more copy. Okay, so I have kept it in this rack. Okay, so I don't want in AZ2. Okay, only two instance I am running it here in AZ1. Okay, if this rack goes down, I have one more instance running. Okay, so you take the same concept. Okay, how you are using this. Okay, copy. Okay, paste. Let's say this is in room 1 or floor 1. Rack AZ rack 1 is in floor 1. AZ rack 1 is rack 2 is in floor 3. Okay, AZ1 rack is in floor 10. Okay, so I have a redundancy at floor level. Okay, let's say you have configured it at the floor level. If something happens at the floor level, you will still have redundancy here. Okay, within the data center. So if the entire data center means the entire Mumbai data center is gone down, then your business is impacted. Understood? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you open up your Amazon AWS console, web console. Okay. Now we will see the AWS regions now. Okay, local regions, availability zone, all that we can see it now. Now let me log in now, and we will see what is that availability zone. So you also log in now. Okay, so now I am opening up here. Okay, now I have availability zone here. Okay, so let me know once you are able to see the screen. It is loading. Okay, so you go to global view, or you just type regions and zones. Okay, so here in local zones, these are my local zones. Okay, so India, Kolkata, parent zone, it is Mumbai. Okay, location Delhi. Okay, this is coming from Mumbai. Okay, this is Delhi location. Where is one more? Okay, that's it. Okay, for Mumbai I have two here. Okay, you see that zone AP South 1 CCU 1A. This is AP South 1 Delhi 1A. So they are talking about the availability zone and their numbering. Okay, now you see the zone ID here. Okay, Asia Pacific 1 CCU. This is your Mumbai, they have named. Okay, AZ1 availability zone 1. Okay, this is again AZ1 Delhi. Okay, they have configured that. Okay, they are using that numbering. Okay, then you have parent zone. What is this parent zone? We will see what is this. Okay, APS1 AZ1, then it is AZ3. Okay, availability zone. Okay, so if you change it to Hyderabad, okay, then you will have AP South 2. Okay, this is South 1 only. Okay, let me change that. Okay, you have availability zone, something called local zone, and your regions. So all your regions, let me select one Hyderabad. Okay, so what are the availability zones here? APS2 AZ1 APS2 AZ2, APS2, AZ3. Okay. So within Hyderabad, they have 3 availability zones. Okay. Now we will go ahead with availability zone. Where is the availability zone? Okay. Okay. Let's say this is your Hyderabad location. Okay. AZ1. Okay. This is, let me tell you. Okay. So we are talking about the AZ1 zone in Hyderabad. Okay. So how many we have zones there? Let me take a screenshot of it. Okay. Now we'll come to our Visual Studio. Okay. So you have in Hyderabad APS2, AZ1, AZ2 and AZ3. Okay. Let me put it in this way. Okay. This is AZ1, APS, okay, Asia Pacific, Hyderabad. For 2 it is Hyderabad. Okay. 2 means Hyderabad. Okay. Now AZ1. Okay. This I will make it as location 1. Okay. This is in location 1. Now I am making one more availability zone. Okay. Copy, paste. Okay. This I am creating it one more zone, which is 5 kilometers away. Okay. The distance between these 2 data centers is how much?
5 kilometers.
5 kilometers. Good. Okay. Now this, what is this? AZ2. Okay. Again, I will select one more point. Okay. Which should be away from 3 kilometers from this location and 3 kilometers from this location. Okay. So I will take a diagonal. Okay. I will make this as availability zone 3. Okay. APS 2 zone 3 location 3. Okay. So you will not know the names of Hyderabad. That is why I am typing just location 3. Okay. This is just 3 kilometers from this data center and 3 kilometers from this data center. So they are 5 kilometers apart from that. Okay. That is how you configure availability zones in Hyderabad. Okay. Let's say if you are running in availability zone. Okay. So 1 VM it will be running here 1, 2 and 3 location. So but you will be accessing from one central location to this all 3. So that we will call, I will show you what is the VIP address. Okay. So till now you understood what is availability zones?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you are running in Hyderabad, okay, if you want availability zone, then you will configure it to run in multiple availability zones. Okay. Then, okay. So then we will go ahead here. Now this is the region here. Region is Mumbai and Hyderabad. So if you talk about region, then we will have Mumbai and Hyderabad. Let's say you have, I will go to again our cloud. Okay. So now you see availability zone. So here you have AZ1, APS1, AZ3, AZ2. Okay. So now you understood why I have took only one class to tell you about naming convention.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you have naming convention. Okay. Vidya, I will tell you how that naming convention is used. You have already used that, but in detail I will explain you. Okay, what is the logic in that? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then you have here something called local zones. Okay. What is this local zone? So you can have it in Kolkata or in Delhi. This is the local zone. Okay. In India, you have only 1 and 2 data centers. That's it. Okay. For my service, for free tier service, I have only these 2 data center, AP South 2 and South 1. Okay. So what this means? Okay. Local zones. I will copy this. Okay. I will take this screenshot. Okay. We'll go ahead now here. Okay. See, this is Hyderabad. This is regional. Okay. I have now local zones here. Okay. So I will have here. Okay. Copy. Copy. Okay. Paste. This is Delhi. Okay. This is Kolkata. Okay. So we have a option now. Okay. Let's say you are running a VM now. Okay. So let's say you have a users now. What are the users? I must generate. Okay. Where are the users gone? Users. Okay. So I have one user. Okay. I have one more user. Okay. Okay. I have this user. Okay. So he is from Mumbai. Okay. So there is a requirement. Okay. We call this as a edge computing. Okay. So if any user who is close to that region, they have to connect to that particular region. They should not be connecting to Mumbai. Okay. Let's say this is Mumbai. Okay. If you don't have local zone, okay, you will be connecting to Mumbai. Okay, so they are from, she is from Delhi and she is from Kolkata, he is from Kolkata. Okay, so you have latency, high latency for these two users. So now you know what is latency, right? So I don't want to stretch more on that. Okay, so now you have Delhi and Kolkata. Okay, if user is coming from Kolkata, okay, so he has to get connected to Kolkata. Okay, if user is coming from Delhi, okay, they have to connect it to Delhi. Or I have 3 branches in my office. I have an office in these 3 locations. I will take this. This is my central office. Okay, this is where my application will be hosted, and I have instance running here in Delhi and Kolkata. Whoever is near to that particular zone, she will get connected to that particular zone. This is called as local zone. Okay, for Hyderabad they don't have any local zone yet. Okay, now they will be planning to have one more local zone here for Vishakhapatnam. Okay, they will have a link between these two where you can have a local zone here. So we'll see what is the difference between region and local zones. So now you see it here. You can see now. Okay, you have Mumbai, availability zones, local zones 2. Okay, so let's say we will go ahead with Europe here. Europe 1 you have 3, Frankfurt you have 3 availability zones, and then what happened? Okay, then you have local zones Hamburg, Istanbul and Warsaw. This is in local only. So they are in a different countries, Turkey and Poland. Okay, so then we'll go ahead with the US. Okay, North Virginia. Okay, so now you have availability zones. You have 6 availability zones in North Virginia only. So they will be configured in multiple areas or a single area. Okay, it depends on how they designed it. Then you have local zones. It will be scattered across all the cities now. Okay, so where they will have a replication copy. So I will tell you what this local zone preference is. Okay, then you have wavelength zone, means near to that location. So you want some gaming, all that, they will have that wavelength zone. Now we'll see what is this wavelength zone and local zones. Till now it is clear? Till now you don't have any issues, right? Somewhere I copied yesterday. Where is that? Copied it here, I guess. So this you don't have in your guide. Okay, I will share this one. Okay, so now you have Asia Pacific, Mumbai, AP South. Okay, 1. Okay, So you have availability zones A1, 1A, 1B, 1C. Okay. So latency within 5 milliseconds, you will have this. Within 5 milliseconds, it can go to Delhi and Chennai. Okay, they have a 5 milliseconds local zone. Okay, now you see it. Okay, so wavelength zone is, if you want to have a users or who wants to connect, so you want to have a gaming partner, all that, you will extend that to particular area. Okay, geo collaboration Mumbai 5G edge nodes. Okay, so if you want to use any autonomous driving, all that, so you want to use a service like autonomous car driving. Okay, you want to connect, so you are having a cloud. Okay, and you want to connect to that particular area, so then they will be using this particular service provider at Mumbai. Okay, these guys will give their infrastructure to use in this location. That is called wavelength zone. Okay, so where you will have 5G technology, so it will be your wireless technology where you can use this with the AWS cloud. That is called wavelength zone. So this is your completely on the cloud part, means only VMs you can run it. Okay, not the 5G edge. That is called your wavelength zone. So it is not completely accessible here. You see it here in wavelength zone. You don't have in either Hyderabad or Mumbai. They have not yet opened, or maybe my account doesn't have that access. So that is for today's topic. Okay, let me pass the recording now. Okay.